Hey guys, what's up? It's Hope and I'm here for an update. I have not posted a video in a few weeks, and so I wanted to make sure and log on real quick and let you know how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, how are things in my neck of the woods. So let me go ahead and get started. Today is Thursday, May 23rd, 2018. I'm currently 33 weeks pregnant, which is mind-blowing. I cannot believe I'm that far along. That's so crazy. Let's see what else. The last time I talked with y'all, it was just an update on kind of how the second trimester went. I'm well into my third trimester now, so it's been a really crazy last few weeks, and so I just wanted to make sure and log on real quick and kind of document that and share with all of you how I'm feeling and how I'm doing, how baby is, and then answer any questions that I might have received from other videos that I've posted. The last few weeks have been very interesting. I am still swollen like crazy. I feel like I'm just swollen everywhere. My legs and feet are obviously the worst. They're continuing to monitor my blood pressure, but I have no issues. As far as preeclampsia goes, my blood pressure has just been normal the entire time. She did have me like 1 week check my blood pressure like 3 times a day just to make sure everything was normal and everything checked out fine. So I don't have any issues with blood pressure, which is such a great thing because I was so worried with all of the swelling that's been going on that I would have an issue with my blood pressure, and I haven't, so that's great. I'm just definitely feeling the swelling, that's for sure. Still lots of fatigue. I feel like that's kind of normal at this point when you get closer and you get bigger, and he's getting bigger, and at this point he's gaining a half a pound to a pound a week, just packing on the pounds for delivery. So at this point I'm just feeling really huge. And I seen someone like a few months back and they'd said, wow, your belly really popped, and I was like, what does that even mean? But I definitely know what that means now. I look down and he is definitely there, and he'll stick, like he's still head down, and sometimes I'll feel like him pushing out, and it's just the most incredible thing. I feel like that's the biggest change that's happened from my last video to now, is I was starting to feel kicks the last time I posted, but I can definitely feel them now, and I can feel him moving, which is the most incredible feeling. I love whenever he's moving around and I can feel him doing that. It's just such a magical experience, and I'm so grateful for it. So that's something that's changed for sure. Another big thing that kind of happened over the last few weeks is that I was at one of the boys' baseball games and I just wasn't feeling good. I hadn't really felt good all day. Just kind of fatigued, but that was just normal. But on the way home, I literally had to have Andy pull over because I got sick and I was just super nauseous, and I haven't been sick the entire pregnancy. So, I've gotten sick a couple times, but it was really just, the food I ate, or it just didn't agree with me. It wasn't like crazy morning sickness or anything like that. And so when I got home, I went straight to bed because I just wasn't feeling well, and I got so incredibly sick. I probably threw up 8 times in a 4-hour period. It was really bad. And the only thing I could think of was, when was the last time I ate? And for lunch that day, Andy and I had the same kind of toasted sandwich from Panera, and then I'd gotten a side salad. And he didn't get a salad, so that was really the only difference. But he felt fine, but I don't think I've ever been that sick in my entire life. Every time I went to lay down, I was right back up, and I was so incredibly sick. And so by like 1:30 that morning, I was really starting to get scared. My stomach was just hurting so bad, and I just couldn't remember the last time I felt him move or kick, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. So the longer I thought about it, the more uncomfortable I got, and the more I worried about him. And so I woke Andy up, and I was like, I think I need to go to the ER just to make sure he's okay, because I really don't know the last time I felt him move, because my stomach was just hurting so bad. And so we went to the ER, and they took me straight up to the OB floor, the OB-PD floor, which was really crazy because or labor and delivery, because I was like, oh my gosh, if that doesn't make it real, nothing will. So I went upstairs, and they immediately put a monitor on him, and he was fine. Like, his heart rate immediately came up. There were no issues with that. But she could tell I was definitely sick. Like, I literally brought a bowl with me to the hospital because I could not keep anything down. And so they took my blood pressure and it was fine, but I was severely dehydrated just from being sick so much. And so thankfully my doctor was on call, so she called in right away and to see what was going on. They gave me something for nausea to kind of keep that at bay. And I didn't get sick anymore, thank God. Once they started pumping the fluid back into me, I really felt a lot better. My doctor ended up saying it was food poisoning, and I have never, I kid you not, been that sick in my entire life. But they kept me kind of overnight for just observation, and we went home at like 6:30 that morning, just to make sure everything was okay. So even though I felt so sick and I was so miserable, it was really nice to be able to listen to his heartbeat for, you know, hours, because they were monitoring him. But like I said, it was really bad. And then a couple of weeks ago, so that was probably about 3 weeks ago, I think. And then a couple of weeks ago, I love ice, but I started craving it like crazy. Like I had to have it, like I would wake up in the middle of the night, I just needed ice. I needed to chew ice. And I know normally that's a sign of anemia. And so I was really worried about that. So when I went to my doctor, she said, yes, that's definitely a sign of anemia. And she kind of went through other symptoms. And of course I was like, yes, I'm fatigued. Yes, I'm craving ice like crazy. And then I'd started doing this really weird, like restless leg thing at night where my legs would just kind of kick randomly. And Andy would be like, what is wrong with you? And so that's a symptom of anemia as well. And so I actually got a call from the doctor's office today. I went in last week for blood work, and they did confirm that I am anemic. She did say that that's kind of normal during the 3rd trimester because the baby's just pulling everything from you. And so they're going to call in some iron pills for me to start taking on top of the multivitamin that I take, and the calcium and the vitamin D. So hopefully that'll get my hemoglobin back up where it needs to be to prepare for delivery. She did say it was pretty low. And so that explains why all I want to do is eat ice. Speaking of ice, last week I started getting this really bad toothache, and I was so worried because it was a tooth that I had a root canal on, and I shouldn't be feeling any pain in the tooth. So I thought maybe I'd cracked the crown on it and it just wasn't fitting right. So I went to the dentist and went to the endodontist, and they figured out that I'd actually cracked the actual tooth, which was just awful news. And so they recommended going ahead and pulling the tooth. The endodontist did, but then my regular dentist said, you know, we should probably put you on some antibiotics just to make sure all the infection is out. Basically, it cracked all the way through, and the root bed is what was abscessed and what was really angry. So they put me on a really good antibiotic, and I'm still taking those. So I had to get a note from my doctor letting them know exactly what was safe for me to take. But it's feeling so much better, and these cravings for ice, I just can't even get over it. I just want it all the time. So I'm really hoping and praying that the iron supplements really work, or the iron pills really work, because it's crazy. But it's been a crazy last few weeks. Like, I mean, all of that's happened within the last few weeks. And we also got to go do our 3D, 4D ultrasound, which was the most incredible experience. We ended up bringing Andy's parents with us, and it was amazing. I can't even, like, just being able to see, like, just the technology of a 3D, 4D ultrasound is so incredible. But we got to see his face and his nose and his lips, and it was just, I mean, I pretty much cried the entire time, because I kid you not, I still am trying to convince myself that this is real. I just feel like it's such a dream. And so I was so excited that we got to do the 3D, 4D ultrasound, and we have some incredible pictures. Oh, I might have some to show y'all. And so I really might have some. Let me check. I think I might, because we had a bunch of pictures up here. Let me see if I can show y'all this one. I don't know if y'all can see. Y'all, look at his nose and his lips. Y'all, he's so cute. But look how incredible, like, the just technology. It's so amazing. I had those up there because I actually had my baby shower this last weekend, and I actually recorded a video and ended up not posting it. I'm still struggling really, really hard with just being like, I want to scream it from the mountaintops, but I just have such a soft place in my heart for the women who are my friends that are still waiting for their chance. So it's just really hard to not like try to reserve some of that, but then I'm really excited because it's finally my chance. So we had our baby shower. It turned out really great. We had such an incredible support system, and all of these incredible ladies came together. My sister and a bunch of my really great friends hosted it, and it was just a day I will never forget. It was incredible. Every little detail, every little gift, I just touched it and felt it and hugged it, and I was just so excited and so grateful. So I mean, I said all that to say that we're really nearing the end. My due date is June 29th. My doctor did say he is still measuring about 2 weeks ahead, 2 to 3 weeks ahead actually. And so we have to just kind of wait to see when he wants to come. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'll be 34 weeks tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to record another update for y'all soon. But other than all of that crazy things that have been happening, I'm feeling really good. Like I said, still lots of fatigue, but I feel like that's normal towards the end, and just trying to prepare myself for what's to come. So thank you guys so much for all of your support and your encouragement and your prayers. It's been such an incredibly long journey to get here, and I just can't wait to hold him, and I can't wait to meet him, and I just can't believe this is real life. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for all of your support. See you soon. Bye.